Hey everybody, this is Jim with today's Coaches Clips. When you see something advertised as the latest and greatest, it gets people curious. But there are elements sometimes that are overlooked and people don't even realize what they're saying or doing sometimes. Let me give you an example. When Yellowstone came out, it was like most popular shows, there was a slow uprising and then it was an avalanche. And I also know some people that thought, okay, the storylines were good. However, they quit watching because of all the profanity in the thing. And I'm not just blasting Yellowstone, I'm just using that as an example. I watched the whole series. But there are things that people do in their lives, they don't realize how it affects other people. And it can be a very simple thing that some people can get offended by. And I'm not saying that people are prudes because of that. It's just, a comfort zone. Probably 25, 30 years ago when I was coaching age group children, I decided I was going to take profanity out of my vocabulary, and I don't use it. And it's one of those things. If people around me use it, I'm not offended by it. I just choose not to because I was an example or a leader that children were going to look to, and if they thought, oh, Coach Jim does it, that's okay. No, it's not. Sometimes we got to be more sensitive around offending others. Although I think it can also go to extremes that some people are offended by everything. Well, that's ridiculous as well. But on the other side of it, those little things can have tremendous impacts on the lives of others. We need to focus on those little details that can have the greatest impact and not the shock value of something big. You have the ability to be incredible and make a tremendous difference in the life of somebody else. And you got to focus on that. Have a blessed day and find the good in others.